If you are struggling with Brutal Challenge 5, the 7th seal, this was my way of handling it and it went pretty smoothly. The strategy I used for every round was using AT boost with Clouded Aerith and Arcane Ward, pulling the enemies in with Wind, and then hitting them both with Quake Spell. Now for the materia setup. Now I'll be showing the materia setup, and I'll kind of be explaining why my setup is the way that it is. With Cloud, we have Magnify and Wind. That way when we cast a level 3 Wind spell, it's at the highest level and we can pull the enemies closer together for Aerith to most likely hit both enemies at the same time with her Magnify Quake spell. The idea behind elemental materia and fire in your armor is because there's certain enemies that will do fire damage to you. For instance, in one of the later rounds, you'll go up against a blue fireball. It'll give you free heals if your elemental materia is at its max. It's also important to have ice materia with Cloud and Tifa, as there are a few enemies that are weak to ice. There's not too many, but there are for a few rounds, so having ice materia is very helpful. And the idea behind giving Tifa strength materia, but also having attack and magic attack swapping, is because we want her to mainly be doing magic attack spells, and having that with Genji gloves, we go over the damage limit. And for Aerith setup, I think it's pretty self-explanatory, similar to Cloud setup except with Petrify. Going into round 1 here, I'll be demonstrating what you do in almost every round. Put Arcane Ward on Cloud, and Cloud puts ATB boost, do your level 3 Wind spell, ATB boost with Aerith, do your level 3 Quake spell, and if they're close enough, oftentimes Aerith can hit both of them, even if she has Magnify. And most enemies one-shot if not get really low. Then once they're low, you build up anyone's ATB gauge, and you just keep casting level 3 spells until they're dead. For instance, this Golem is weak to Wind, so I tried building ATB with Cloud. Going into round 2 here, same strategies applied. Even though none of them are weak to Wind, Wind still is able to pull both of them in, and Aerith is still able to hit them with both Quake, which pretty much insta-kills Burt. Doesn't always get Kid G. And going up against Kid G, you want to make sure you avoid his attacks, or else they will put you down to 1 HP, or if not, kill you. And once you avoid his attacks, oftentimes if you hit him after, it will say he's pressured. So if you don't get him low, like how I do, that's how you defeat Kid G. Going in round 3, this is the Sea Devil and the Dragon, both weak to ice, so here I actually prioritize casting a level 3 ice spell. Now I don't have it on Magnify, so we do focus the Sea Devil first. I recommend doing this, especially because the dragon does have some fire attacks that it does, and since we have elemental and fire to our armor, that won't even do damage to us, so we can focus one enemy at a time here. Round 4 here is the easiest. They're both weak to wind, so just get Cloud to do level 3 wind spell. Dead pretty much easily. But this round might take a while, but just be smart, get your ATP gauges up, and you'll be fine. Same start as always. The Scorgon, he does not like dying, so first you want to prioritize killing the Scourge, as it does, I believe, have a one-shot ability. So it's pretty much easier to kill him first. Once the Scorgon's left, you can be casting ice spells. That is what he's weak to. Although you don't have MP absorption on those ice spells, but it's up to you if you think you're good. You have good enough MP for later rounds. You do gain 30% MP back every round, so keep that in mind.
It's on you.
So it's my turn?
Watch this. Keep it up. Calling ice.
One more try to stare.
Round 6 can be a bit tricky as well, as the big boy on the right can put a reflective spell up if you don't kill him fast enough out of the stagger. I'm not completely too sure what triggers him to put the reflective spell, but I've noticed if I don't kill him on the first time I stagger him, or maybe it's after he's done concentrating, that causes that to happen. So you do want to try getting him out of the way as soon as possible.
Don't stop now.
This was always the round that got me the worst, but you do want to focus the Scorpion first. Before previous attempts, I did not have Elemental with Fire Materia for the bomb. The bomb at this point can give you free heals. Scorpion can be pretty annoying to deal with though. Make sure he tries prioritizing Cloud, as Cloud does have ways to counter his physical attacks. They're both weak to ice, so focus your level 3 ice spells, focus them one at a time, and once you get one out of the way, you can focus on the other. And the bomb does explode. If your elemental materia is not high enough, you will take damage, but if that level 2 or 3, then it's not too big of a deal.
It's your turn now.
Enough.
This one's for you.
It's on now.
Here it comes. One more shot.
Pushing it.
Keep up the pressure. Come on, there. Get the hell up.
All right. With me.
Okay, moving on then.
In this round, it's relatively easy. You once again pull them in with wind, have air cast Quake, should be able to wipe the floor.
Try using it.
Deal with Take the lead.
Why don't you lead the way? And we're safe.
Now the Gargantuars can be intimidating, but you just gotta do the same setup that we've been doing every round. You wanna pull them in with Wind, hit them with Quake, and because they're close together, oftentimes Aerith is able to stagger both of them. If you're able to do that, then you got this round in the bag. If you're unable to kill one of them, just make sure when he does the Needle Rain attack that you run away and try pulling your team out. Oftentimes, players that you're not controlling will just tank the Needle Rain attacks. If that's the case, if you're able to get out of Needle Rain with Aerith, you can do the Bodyguard synergy ability to pull Cloud and Aerith towards her. I'm sorry, not Aerith, Tifa, and they won't get hit by the Needle Rain attack. And now for the final round! You already know how it is. Same setup as always at the beginning. In this case, the Diabolic variant is weak to ice. I did want to get rid of the zoo as well, so I did just cast my level 3 wind spell. The Diabolic variant eventually does reach a stage at its HP where it will cast. There will be 2 of them, and your team will be getting hit with poison, and you can't do damage to it at a certain point until like that whole animation sequence is over with. So you could handle the zoo first. Here I was able to get both of them together, hit them with the Blizzaga spell, which worked out great. And then once you have the variant on its own, you can just cast ice on it. If there's more than one of them, if it duplicates, then just use your magnify spells.
Watch yourself. I'm coming. It's your turn.
My turn.
Who are you?
Take the lead.
I'll show you what I can do. Oh, that's it. I've been dying to see you.
There you go. That's how you beat Brutal Challenge 5. I hope this guide helps. I know this challenge was a struggle for me all as well,
Can you take over?
but hopefully with this guide, you guys can get through it. Make sure you like and subscribe. I will be posting on how to do the next Brutal Challenge next. The one where you fight all the summons in Sephiroth and Gilgamesh. There's a pretty fun strategy with that, so I'm looking forward to posting that. But yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.